Hey Aries, welcome. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle, where we'll be taking a look at the energies, the encouragement, the inspiration that's coming in for you around the new year and what they have for you. And so I did take the liberty, like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't yet. It does help for the channel to grow, so I appreciate it. In advance, please consider doing so. So I took the liberty of pulling out your cards ahead of time. I'm using my numerology deck. I'm also using my wisdom of hidden realms and my oppositions tarot. So I pulled out your cards, Aries. In advance, I have the individuality, which is 11, spirituality, which is 77, creativity, which is 3, and 99, which is compassion. Immediately, Aries, what stood out for me is that you have 3 master numbers. So you could be a master number 11, a 77, or a 99. And so master number 11 is a visionary. This is somebody who illuminates insight without rational thought. Somebody who's very connected intuitively when it comes to understanding and spiritual truths. This is also somebody that may be a dreamer and who can inspire, channel, and arbitrate as well. This person can be a very intellectual, very creative, very sensitive, cooperative, highly intuitive, definitely a leader, and then very charismatic too. And so you could be a master number 11 for life path. You could also be a 77, which is a little bit, it's reaching, because the higher you go, the less likely we are to find that master number. The highest master number I've ever really known of in real life was like Michael Jackson, I think. And I think he was like a 55, a master number 55. And so I know 99 is someone who is, let me see. I'm looking these up. Let's see, master number 77 is, I know 7 is talking about spiritual things. And so a master number is like a, it's amplifying that number. And so it would probably be like focusing on self when it comes to mastering your spirituality, amplifying the spiritual energies. Having heavy learning experiences, very aware of yourself, always needing to ascend and upgrade, highly creative. And so for 77, I do feel like it probably has a lot to do with like spiritual mastery with self. It could be with others, like you could be a teacher of spirituality as well. 99 actually talks about this level of humanitarianism, like being really concerned about creation overall, or the overall well-being of humanity. It's a humanitarianism. And so the fact that you got all 3 of those master numbers could speak to this very unique, experience that you could be having here entering into the new year. It could have a lot to do with you realizing your individual calling around spirituality and how you can kind of create that. You know, there's a level of creativity involved here and compassion as well. Like all of that sounds like super cool to me to have all of these different energies intermingling here. It feels like having a calling beyond yourself, like being really concerned and, you know, wanting to help others, wanting to actually be a part of the solution when it comes to dealing with issues with humanity and creativity overall. Creation, not just humanity, but even the earth. You know, anything created would fall under this umbrella. And creativity kind of is bringing in the energy of being able to kind of mesh these energies together to kind of create your own experience. You could be someone who's just really in your own zone, just kind of vibing out to yourself, by yourself. When it comes to you having this very beautiful spiritual experience. 2025 may in fact be an explosion of that. I'm going to pull some tarot cards just to get some more energy about some of the experiences that they may want you to be aware of, Aries, okay? Even with just what's come out with the numerology cards, you're definitely someone different. I can see that. Definitely somebody different. Let's take a look. For Aries, I do feel like you have a high level of learning. You probably just absorb information. You're probably somebody who loves learning new things. And as soon as you learn that, you're off to learn something new or to add some more onto that. A high level of mastery desired here for Aries for 2025. You could probably be someone who just really dabbles in everything. Like you don't limit yourself. Lots of good energy coming out here. So first we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, both coming upright on the light side. So looking at the Seven of Pentacles, she is really enjoying herself. She has a table with an arrangement of fruit, all different kinds of fruit in a basket. She has her flowers. It almost feels like she's really enjoying the fruit of her labor. The things that you have put into place. This 2025 coming in for you could allow you space to really just enjoy what you've done so far, you know, and take pride in that too. Also, this feels like just taking a moment to allow yourself to enjoy the fruit of your labors as you continue moving forward. Again, I feel like I'm talking to people who are very high achievers. This almost feels like just taking a moment to enjoy the fruit of your labors before going back to work, because you are still working and moving forward and raising higher and going deeper. But you allow yourself time to enjoy what you're doing too. Yeah. It almost feels like you're taking a moment, possibly as you enter into this new year, you could be taking time to really just enjoy yourself and allow yourself to enjoy what it is that you're doing, or enjoy a moment of rest, to reward yourself. And this reward could come through with some type of creativity, you being able to experience, some level of artistry or something that you enjoy doing. Something new, though. You're trying to allow yourself to be open to try new things. And just see how it feels, see how it fits, see how you enjoy it. I do really feel like I'm talking to Aries that are really stepping into this unlimited energy and trying to avoid all kinds of, things that will limit you. Okay, it cut off on me. Sorry about that. As I was saying, with the Ace of Pentacles coming in on the shadow side, there is a need, Aries, to actually stay focused and don't allow yourself to become distracted, especially as it pertains to just stay. If you've set like a certain budget for yourself, or if you have set a certain schedule for yourself, this is a time to really stick to it and to pay attention, especially as you're delving into new projects and things like that. There may be a need to really pay attention to like the energy that you're giving out or the money that you're pouring into it, and to pay attention to who you have around you. They want you to be very aware of the people you have around you and those who are actually professing to be on your team. They want you to pay attention to that. Also, as you delve into this new year energy, be prepared to actually learn new things. Be prepared to actually plan ahead, to study when needed, and to prepare ahead of time. This feels like a lot of new beginnings, which actually requires a lot of work as well. A lot of work. And so be prepared to put in that work. The Ten of Cups came in on the shadow side too, which talks about some type of family crisis could be at hand. I don't know. But this is bringing up the energy of taking a look at moral values that have been initiated through a family, or needing to initiate some level of moral value when dealing with family. And being open and honest and transparent when you're communicating, just to make sure that you alleviate any misunderstandings, any divisions that could be attempting to take place, or any fighting, or limiting your involvement with provoking that type of behavior. There may be some opportunity for you to actually play a very significant role in bringing things back to peace within family matters. As we enter into this new year. Lastly, we have the Three of Wands on the shadow side and the Ten of Pentacles on the shadow side. So now the Ten of Pentacles coming in on the shadow side is possibly seeking out something, but not really understanding like how to get it. There may be some misunderstandings in feeling like getting, like, for example, I'm going to give an example. Maybe feeling like if you had a lot of money, then you would be happy, right? But not realizing that it's not really the abundance of money that makes you happy, but it's actually just being appreciative of what you have. You know, whether it's a lot or a little is what actually makes you happy. It's the decision just to be happy, right? That's an example. It doesn't have to be that. But the Ten of Pentacles is almost like arriving to the end of a plan only to realize that it didn't result in what you thought it would. But it's not really in striving for that in the first place. It's just realizing what you have and being appreciative of it, you know? And so the Ten of Pentacles on the shadow side is really understanding the importance of being appreciative of what you have, right? Not placing your hope in things or things having to turn out a certain way. Because what you desire desires you. And so if all you desire is a certain thing, right? Or a certain circumstance, then that's what you'll get. Maybe that's not exactly what it is that will give you what you desire. Maybe you're desiring love. And so you're, you know, what's that saying? Looking for love in all the wrong places. Looking for love in too many faces, right? Maybe your way of going about it isn't quite right. There's some mismatch or misalignment here. Something that you're striving to get, and there's some misalignment with how you're looking at it. Or maybe believing that what you're striving for will bring you some level of fulfillment when it's just feeling fulfilled. And it's almost like you attract everything that you need and that you desire. It's almost like doing it backwards is what I'm getting here. I'm going to have to clarify the Ten of Pentacles on the shadow side. The other card that came out was the Three of Wands. And this is talking about finding out what it is that's preventing you from really acting quickly and pursuing what it is that you desire effectively. And the honest truth is that you may, in fact, have that already within yourself. And if it's not within you, it may, in fact, be within those that are around you, those that are close to you. And if you're having a difficult time, this may be a time to be aware that you will overcome it. You're going to get through this by realizing what's happening and who and what you have at your disposal. And so he's sitting here and he's kind of like drawing in the stand with a stick, just kind of like fumbling around, like not really sure of what to do. Like he has the staff in his hand. He doesn't realize he has the power to change his circumstances, or he has it within his immediate, environment to change it, but he's not sure of what that is. And it's kind of coinciding with that Ten of Pentacles energy. Like possibly you have everything that you need, but not realizing that you already have it. You're looking for something different when it's all within you or within reach. Let me see. What is the Ten of Pentacles for Aries? It almost feels like overcomplicating things. What is the Ten of Pentacles for Aries? The Queen of Cups on the shadow side. And the Temperance. Okay. So the Queen of Cups on the shadow side is talking about someone who has actually been wanting to express their feelings, or they've hidden some part of themselves, even to the point where you've even lost sight of that yourself. You're not even sure anymore what's good and what's not for yourself. There's some energy of instability here. But overall, there's a need to be more clear, more honest with yourself. The Queen of Cups overall is really understanding, on the shadow side, is understanding what's good for you. The Queen of Cups normally is someone who is at service to everyone else around her. That's what she's called. That's what fulfills her. But there comes a time to do that for yourself too. There comes a time to withdraw and look within for what it is that you have been giving so freely, right? There's some detachment with self here that has happened. And there's the need to relearn how to navigate like what you have within. Temperance came out as well on the light side. And Temperance is talking about balance, stability, the ability to stand in a place where you are of value, right? Being able to be trusted with important things, being able to carry that responsibility and that commitment, being wise, being able to measure out and balance your strengths as you engage, you know, and keep yourself in a good, stable energy while doing all that. And while doing all that, also having the ability to improve your situation with pure motives and intentions too, right? And so there's a level of being acquainted with who you are and what you're capable of. Because when I look at these two cards, the Ten of Pentacles and the Three of Wands, there's some lack here. But the lack is only because the lack is not really in reality, but the lack is with the understanding, right? What is that saying? If you don't know your rights, you don't have any, right? It's that kind of lack of understanding. Because everything that they're endeavoring and searching for, they already have. But because they don't realize it, right, they've been locked out of their own fortune with the Ten of Pentacles. And because he doesn't realize that he's actually holding the staff that is empowering him to change his circumstances, he's just kind of sitting there just dwindling around. So there's some realization needed here. A higher level of realization that empowers you to change your situation, to look within and utilize the source of tools within you to create and to change your situation, your circumstances. The Temperance is really good. I like to think of the Temperance kind of like as a chemist, because the Temperance is always experimenting. You always see a Temperance with two cups. You know, there's experimenting with recipes and concoctions, because she's always, or he, some would say it's a she, someone calls it Archangel Michael. But Temperance is always trying different things, trying to come up with a better solution, a more perfect solution. So there's something that is, I feel like you're trying to work out, Aries. But there's something that you're missing. You're like the key to the last part of this. You're the key, and you don't even realize that you are like the key that you're looking for. Let's get some encouragement and guidance. That may make sense to y'all. Let me know. What is it that you've been looking for? What is it that you've been trying to solve and figure out? It's within you or within your reach. All right, last minute encouragement for Aries. Last minute encouragement for Aries. Last minute encouragement for Aries. All right. So we have, first of all, the Chess Queen. I just love the sound of that right off the bat. Then we have the High Lord of Gratitude and Service. I love that too, right off the bat. And then lastly, we have the Spirit Whisperer. Listen, period. Enough said. And so the Chess Queen reminds me of the Queen of Swords, the strategist, right? Who's always 10 steps ahead, always very thought out, strategic. You know, that's the energy that Spirit is bringing out here, trusting your wisdom, trusting your ability to see things from afar off, to plan, to find out what it is that you need to know in any situation. The Chess Queen actually gives me the energy of someone who is very equipped. They're very equipped. Someone very knowledgeable, and what they don't know, they're quickly able to find out and get that information. Someone who needs to know, you know, someone who is very resourceful and is a resource for others. This is a value, someone who is of high value. This is the guidance, the suggestion is really understanding the value that you bring, not only to yourself and to trust that, but also in the world around you. This is the energy, the value that you bring. Feels very spiritual with the High Lord of Gratitude and Service, bringing in the energy of selflessness, humility, and conscious action. And so along with that chess energy, that strategy energy, never mind you, not everybody is able to play chess. That's for the mentally elite, right? And Spirit is seeing you as the Chess Queen. That means that you hold a high level in the spirit world, okay? But not to let that go to your head. The High Lord of Gratitude and Service helps us to come on back down to self, right? It brings back that selflessness of understanding why we've been given this level of authority and this level of being able to operate and strategize. It's for service overall, right? Because we're being brought back to humility and conscious action, being aware of why we were given these talents and these gifts and these abilities to operate in this way. It was purposeful. What is that purpose? Lastly, we have the Spirit Whisperer bringing in divine guidance, right? There is what we call accountability in the spirit world and the higher order of things. We talk about divine guidance and higher knowing. It's our connection, right? So all of these things fit together really beautifully. Spirit is saying to make sure you stay connected and be informed, okay? Make sure that you get the guidance that's needed here, the higher knowledge that's available to you, because all of this is very interconnected and it all fits together very beautifully. And one without the other would probably not work out in the way that it's meant to. Each piece of the puzzle is very important, right? So when we look at our talents and our abilities, right, it would be nothing but egoic rigmarole without the sacredness, the consecration, the responsibility that comes along with it, and the submission to that, to the calling. Okay, it would be nothing without that. And then even though we would have the gifts and the talents and these abilities along with this understanding of the calling, there's another piece to that. There is the connection and the instruction and the guidance and the higher knowing, right, that completes that. And so Spirit is saying, leave nothing on the table. Like all of this is necessary. Entering into this new year, you'll find yourself, I do feel like you're going to be limitless in so many ways and allowing yourself to experience things, doors that open up. You're going to be like, heck yeah, I want to go. What you mean? Yes, I want to do that. Let's try it, you know. Ooh, I envision this. This is what I see, you know. I feel like you're going to be like really challenging yourself to step out there this year, Aries, and not holding yourself back. I can see it so beautifully and I love it. That's my kind of energy. That's why we're fire signs, because we don't just talk about it, but we be about it, right? Okay. That's what I'm seeing for you, Aries, for this new year coming in. So get ready, strap up your boots, lace them up, and make sure you tie that knot real good so it don't come off, okay? Like, share, comment. Make sure that you let me know how it's resonating. It is a general read, so let me know if you're looking for something a little more personal. You can hit me up in my email. You can hit me up in the comments or just go straight over to my calendar and schedule with me, okay? Like, share, comment, subscribe if you have not, and I will see you all next time with your beautiful selves, okay? Keep doing the dang thing. So proud of you, Aries. All right, bye.